Welcome back to the Marketing Properties YouTube channel, where we talk all things property market with hints and tips and so much more. Today we're going to be sharing the essential documents you need to sell a house. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Deciding to sell your house is very exciting. But before you go on to move on to your next adventure, you have to consider the amount of paperwork and time and money that is going to be required for you to sell your property. And number one is the Management Information Pack. The Management Information Pack is crucial when you want to sell a property quickly, as it contains vital information that could sway a buyer's decision to purchase the house. As the pack can take several weeks to arrive, it is essential to purchase the Management Information Pack as soon as you possibly can. The documents can be obtained through a solicitor. However, you can also acquire the pack for yourself through the freeholder or your managing agent. Number two, proof of identity. Gather together documents that prove your address and your appearance, specifically photo ID. To prove your address, you will need either a utility bill or a bank statement that is dated within the last 3 months. If you do not have a form of photo ID, then we suggest applying for a driver's license. This form of ID can take as little as 1 week to arrive and is absolutely crucial when selling a house. However, always apply in advance, just in case. Number three, and this is one of the most complex parts of information that you need to get hold of, and that is the leasehold and freehold documents. You will need to provide either a lease or share certificate depending on the type of agreement you have. If the property is leasehold, you will need a lease. Energy Performance Certificate. An Energy Performance Certificate, commonly known as an EPC, is a vital document which will be required when you sell. When you ask someone what documents you need to sell, normally the first response is an EPC. Yet when you're actually going through the process of selling a house, it's one of the things that can get overlooked. What's more is these documents can easily get lost, so make sure you have a good read around and order it in plenty of time if you need to. Number five, the property title deeds. To sell your home, you'll likely need the original property title deeds. These official documents state the chain of ownership of your home. If you do not have these deeds, check whether the deeds are digitally registered with HM Land Registry under your name. They can be ordered relatively inexpensively, but it's best to do this as soon as possible as they get a lot of requests. Number six, a Fittings and Contents Form, which is commonly known as a TAN. TAN form enables both parties to reach a clear agreement as to what will be included in the sale of your home. For example, whether the white goods, the curtains are incorporated into the sale price. The document is presented with information on a room-by-room basis to ensure a thorough and holistic disclosure of all the items you are leaving to the buyer. If you have a garden or outdoor space, the TA10 form will also specify the contents within these areas. Number seven, the Property Information Form, commonly known as a TA6. Property Information Form is a hefty one to complete, so make sure that you give yourself plenty of time. But this is a document required to sell your property. The detailed form covers everything from any current tenants to boundaries to ongoing complaints and disputes. For example, party walls and issues with neighbours. So be sure to set aside all the necessary time to compile this form. If your paperwork isn't organised, then your home may not sell in accordance with the average selling time in the UK, which at the moment is catastrophically long, in excess of 320 days or 11 months. Number eight, the Fence Certificate, which is given to people who have had replacement doors or windows since 2002. You may need to supply the Fence Certificate when you sell the house. If you haven't lived in the home since then, check the home's records to find out if this work has taken place. It is likely that the previous owner will have left this certificate upon the sale of the property when you bought it. Number nine, boiler documents. Documentation will need to be gathered if you or a prior owner has replaced the boiler. For instance, be sure to provide the gas safe certificate. Buyers may demand an up-to-date service to take place if you cannot provide the required documents to make sure that the property has been adequately tested and regulated. Number 10, electrical documents. You'll also need all certificates regarding any electrical work around your home. For example, rewiring or electrical replacements. An electrician should be able to supply the Building Regulations Compliance Certificate, or an Electrical Safety Certificate for you to pass on to your next homeowners. Number 11, alterations and extension documents. It is crucial that if you've had an extension or made any alterations to add value to the property before selling, to get proof of the legal process that was adhered to. For instance, that you required building regulation approval and planning permission before your renovations took place. Of course, not all refurbishments require permission, however, it is vital to be in the know from the offset to prevent any delayed sales. Wow, it sounds like a lot of documents, and it absolutely is, but these are the type of things and delays that can come up when you are intending to sell your property to the open property market. We can provide a same-day cash offer for your property and complete in a time frame that suits you. Even if you have a lack of documents, we can help you source them, we can tell you what we absolutely would need, and we can tell you how to get hold of it quickly and effectively, and if any of it can be bypassed. So our information is going across the screen as we speak, so make sure that you give us a call if you have any questions and you're in South Wales. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any advice or any documents that you needed to sell the house that we haven't included, pop them in the comments box down below, and thanks so much for watching.